And with the high cost of cable bundles, which are now about $125 a month, consumers are pursuing alternatives. One alternative they're pursuing is broadcast TV. I'm complicit in that because I went to my daughter's house and installed a digital antenna for her and said, look what you can get over the air. Truly, I mean, you know, she's a child of her era. Wow, the fact you could get these things off the air with this flat antenna. The number of households that are relying exclusively on over-the-air broadcasting was up last year. Undoubtedly, she's not alone. We also see a growing number of people cutting the cord and pairing an over-the-air antenna with some OTT services. I expect that we're also going to see more broadcast channels incorporated into OTT service offerings. And we're thinking about how the new environment necessitates a new look at doing business. While we're thinking about how it necessitates a new look at doing business, and now, as promised, allow me to turn to the incentive auction. I note there are a few people sitting along here who just might be interested in that. After 5 years of speculation about the incentive auction, it's about to get real, very real. I couldn't be more pleased that the broadcasting industry is engaged in a productive dialogue with the FCC about this auction. We're making every effort to provide information about how it will work, including estimates of the potential financial benefits for those participating. Last year, when I was with you, I described the auction as a once-in-a-lifetime, virtually risk-free opportunity to expand your business model on somebody else's dime. I don't see any reason to amend that conclusion. Let me give you a hint of where we're heading. We want to make broadcaster participation more accommodating. Gordon said in his opening remark here a couple of days ago, he talked about you simply have to simplify. We got your message. Having taken these steps, we are on track to hold the auction in early 2016. And that means that we'll begin accepting applications in the fall of this year. Of all the things that have happened over the past year, perhaps the biggest game changer when we're talking about the incentive auction was the historic AWS-3 spectrum auction. By generating a record-shattering $41 billion in net bids, the auction confirmed the strong market demand for more spectrum for wireless broadband. We have proposed procedures to make the most efficient and effective use of the $1.75 billion that Congress authorized to reimburse stations for the costs of moving to their new channels. This auction will only be successful if you are informed and have confidence in the rules and processes. That's why we're on the road, meeting face-to-face with broadcasters, and that's why we will continue to be available for your questions. We welcome your input, we solicit your input, and your involvement in the process of crafting the rules and policies. And we know you haven't been shy. We want an auction that's good for consumers and competition, and an auction that results in a strong and vibrant broadcast industry. Disruptive technologies demand that broadcasters and the FCC reimagine many policies and practices. If each of us successfully address the opportunities inherent in the open internet and the incentive auction, the end result will be a vibrant, over-the-air broadcasting industry well able to fulfill its historic localism mission, and a more competitive multi-channel programming marketplace working for the benefit of American consumers. Thank you very much for your patience and for inviting me.